Hello, vintage neighbors. Welcome to the Vintage Girl Next Door. My name is Laci. Today we are dressed up. It's almost New Year's Eve, and I know this year's gonna be weird. We can't really go to parties, but I might just dress up in my fanciest at home. So I'm gonna take you on a little tour of all of my formal vintage dresses and tell you a little bit about my vintage formal wear fancy dress collection. First up is this amazing 1940s rhinestone encrusted gown. This may be one of my all-time greatest thrifting triumphs, you guys. This dress I got at the thrift store. I believe I paid $4. It has a designer label, Eisenberg & Sons Original, an original design registered by a member of the Fashion Guild. Can you even? It's so pretty. I am so happy I found it. Still can't believe it happened. Yeah, this one, it's a great one. I have worn it once to a short film awards ceremony thing and it was wonderful. I loved it. It's so pretty. Has a side zipper and then a waist tie. The rhinestones, each one is individually placed on the dress. The keyhole back is so pretty. Yeah, I still just can't believe that it's mine. I paired it with this beautiful black 1940s fur. Has awesome balloon sleeves, the shoulders, all the drama. And just a side note, I do not endorse wearing or buying new fur. However, vintage fur, I feel like it's good to save it and to pay homage to the animal by giving it a new life. So this next one is very Grace Kelly. Label says Miss Elliott. And I got it just this year on Etsy. I bought it around Halloween time for a Grace Kelly rear window look. I thought it was the perfect dress for that look. And I paired it with this cute little jacket. It actually goes to a different set. And this cute 3/4 length sleeve. Added some black gloves, and of course gotta have the pearls. And the jacket is Gildan Jr.'s division of Jerry Gildan Specialty. And I thought that the crop jacket just worked really well with it. Since we're going for New Year's Eve, where I live, that's usually very cold and chilly and snowy. So some of these looks I decided to add a jacket or a fur. Next up is this amazing 1940s, possibly late 30s gown. The top is black velvet. I love the neckline detail and the waist detail. Very princess-like. And then the bottom is kind of like a striped taffeta-ish material. And this one I found thrifting. It was only $4 at the thrift store. It's beautiful. I have worn it for a Halloween look a few times, but I also think it's pretty just in general to wear as a gown. I paired it with some elbow length black beaded gloves, and I love the little sleeve detail. It has that same striped material under the sleeve. So cute. The shape of the top is just so pretty and so flattering. I love this one. I need an excuse to wear it out. And this one I paired with this beautiful fluffy white fur just on the shoulders. I thought it was a kind of a pretty contrast to the black. Next up is this amazing satin mermaid gown. This one is also thrifted. Can't believe it happened. It's such a cool dress with the peplum, and then it's like a mermaid tail. I love it so much. And this dress is heavy, you guys. Each layer of the peplum is a full double lined layer of satin. And it's like full layer, the whole thing around. each one. So yeah, it's pretty heavy. I love the scalloped neckline. It's such a shimmery, pretty satin. Love it. I paired it with purple gloves to reinforce the mermaid look. I believe I paid around $15 for this dress. I don't remember exactly. I thrifted it a couple of years ago. And I wore it this last April for Dapper Day at Home, if you've seen that possibly on my Instagram. And paired it with a pretty purple jeweled necklace. And yeah, someday I need to wear this to actual Dapper Day at Disney. And I believe this one is vintage 1950s just by the garment construction and the style of it and everything. Next up, you will have seen this one from the estate sale haul, is this gorgeous navy blue 1940s gown. It has the really cool waist, like peplum ruffle detail on the sides of the hips. Beautiful beading at the top, bodice, the pointy collar. It has all of the things. And I paired this one with some white gloves. These belonged to my dad's mom, so my grandma. And gotta have the pearls, classic pearl necklace and earrings. And this dress is so pretty, you guys. I love it. I am in love with it, both. And then I added the fur just to give it the touch of glamour for going out in the cold. Gotta have it. Next up is another thrifted dress. This one I believe is 1930s, possibly early 40s. Sequin gown. The top is very sheer see-through with the sequins. Super pretty. On the front is that cool bow detail, and paired it with some gloves and a pretty vintage 1930s necklace. And this dress I found shortly after the rhinestone dress. I believe it could have come from the same estate, honestly, because they are very similar material, similar era. Yeah, this one's really cool. And I have not had an occasion to wear this one out yet, so I must find something to do. And I paired it with this brown fur. I thought that looked super glamorous and kind of cool, like a contrasting color with the black and the brown. Next up, I feel like a princess in this dress. I love it. You may have seen it a couple of years ago if you followed my Halloween looks. I wore it for Glinda the Good Witch when I did that, but this is like the epitome of 1950s cupcake gown. I love it. I need one in every color. That's all I have to say. But I thought it looked so pretty, princess-like, with the long gloves and the sparkly necklace and earrings. I just love it. This one I also wore this year when I did Corpse Bride. So if you've seen that on my Instagram, you've seen this dress in action a few times, and I am not tired of it yet. This is such a good one. It's gonna continue to get wear from me. I feel like Cinderella. I am ready for the ball, folks. Also added the fur. I think it looks really pretty with the white on white. And this dress I got at a store called Decades. It's in Salt Lake City, Utah. Next up, this is one of the first true vintage kind of fancier dresses that I ever purchased. I got this dress on eBay, and it was a little bit pricey for me. I think I paid maybe like $75 for this one, but it's so worth it. The lace detail at the top is so pretty. Like, I've gotten a lot of wear out of this dress because you can kind of dress it up or down, but that lace, you guys, oh, it's like a mock sheer top. It is lined just like with nude fabric, but that lace is so pretty. The edge of it, like, oh, I love it. And the shape of the neckline is so pretty too. Kind of like a kind of like a sweetheart neckline, but then the cap sleeves just add to it. And I paired it with this fur and lamb little cropped jacket. I thought it looked really cute that way. This dress is probably 1960s. And next up is this emerald green gown. This dress was given to me by a sweet friend. It belonged to her grandmother, and it was actually her grandma's wedding dress that she took the outer layer off and then dyed it emerald green, and it's such a pretty shade. I love it. Also, the shape of it is really cool. Like, I know it's just the lining from her wedding dress, but it still has a really cool shape at the top there. And I paired it with some black satin elbow length gloves and a pretty blue and green sparkly beaded necklace. And then also added that same cropped jacket over the top. I think that adds quite the glamour. Next up, this dress was also given to me by a sweet friend. And this one I love. This totally reminds me of Betty Draper. Is this not just a Mad Men dress, you guys? It's totally Betty Draper. Love it. Paired it with some short gloves. This one, I don't know if it works necessarily for New Year's because it's kind of, I mean, it's a floral, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like pastel, like icy blue floral is pretty for winter. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. It's still super pretty. Still one of my favorite formal dresses. It fits really well. And the bow at the waist is so cute and feminine. I love it. Plus it has a nice full skirt, perfect for twirling. Next up is this 1980s vintage dress. It is very 80s, does 50s. Totally reminds me of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I could totally do some stand-up in this dress. I'm ready for my set at the Gaslight in this dress, you guys. Here's the label, Act 1, New York. Paired it with the over the elbow gloves and the pearls. It's such a pretty black velvet with the satin sash around the waist. Paired it with the satin gloves. I'm ready for my tight 10. Also, I apologize, did not realize that the tag was sticking out in the back, but I did want to show you because it has a really pretty, like, deep V back. I think it's super flattering on. I love the waist part of this with the satin around, like the ruching kind of. It's very pretty. Paired it with this amazing faux fur, vintage 1950s. Look at those stripes. Oh, so good. I love it. I feel absolutely fabulous in this dress and this coat, ready to go out on the town. Next up, this dress, you guys. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe that I found it. Thrifted it. I believe I paid $8. Designer 1950s Lily Diamond mermaid dress. Can you even? Because I cannot. It's so good. So good. It's red satin with the lace over it, sequins. There's the label, Lily Diamond of California. And then it has the tulle kind of flare, mermaid flare at the bottom. Sweetheart neckline, spaghetti strap, sequin spaghetti strap. So pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Also, it fits, which is wonderful. So, yeah, still can't believe my luck here. One of the best thrift finds ever. And then I just found these red gloves on Amazon, just red satin gloves, and paired it with this brown pretty fur. I am ready. Last but certainly not least is this amazing baby blue and black lace detail gown. This one is given to me by a sweet friend, same friend that gave me her grandma's wedding dress. This belonged to her grandmother as well. It's gorgeous, you guys. I paired it with these elbow length gloves. It has a lace sash. The lace flower details on it are so pretty. Cannot get over it. Swishy skirt. It's just everything. I can just picture like a 1950s advertisement with this dress in it. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm ready. I'm ready for the Enchantment Under the Sea dance right now. Somebody take me. And this dress also has a designer label. It is Party Lines by Dome, which is Emma Dome. And it's so pretty. So the sash you can kind of like wear different ways if you want. So at first I had it kind of in the front and over the shoulders, and then I switched it up to over the back. And look at the skirt. It's so twirly. It's perfect for dancing. I am ready. And those lace flowers are just everything. I love it so much. I wore this dress for my birthday this last year, just for some photos. Thanks so much for watching. I sure hope that you enjoyed this little fashion show of my vintage formal wear, and let me know which one do you think that I ought to wear for New Year's Eve. Even though I'm staying home, I feel like I want to dress up and be fancy. So let me know which one's your favorite in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here. 2020 has been such a weird year, but you guys have made it so much better. All of your comments, all of your kind words just brighten my day every single time. So thank you for that. Thank you for being here. We are so close to 100K. If you are new and you have not subscribed already, please do so. We would love to have you join our vintage neighborhood. For more of our vintage fun here on the internet, I have a lot of fun ideas for the new year, so you're gonna wanna stick around for that. And I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're feeling loved and that you are safe, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.